Welcome back to YCS Prague, where I'm joined by Adrian Fuchs this time, the organized play assistant for Europe and Oceania.
That's correct, yeah.
Welcome.
Thanks for having me. I deal with organising the regionals throughout Europe and Oceania. I also deal with facilitating YCS events. So when you come to an event like this, dealing with the event management and everything based around that.
So if I'm a parent for a player, for example, and I want to know how the event is being run, what precautions you guys are taking, stuff like that, I could talk to you.
Exactly.
Right.
I also deal with the judges as well that come to our events, making sure that everything is there for them. If they need anything, I'm always there on site for them.
Okay. So we have been, lots of players are asking us, I'm not quite sure if I can do well in the main event because the level of competition is so high with some of Europe's veteran players, most experienced players. What else is there to do at a tournament?
Well, as you can probably see behind us, we put on public events, and this is something that you can get at one of those. This is what we call a giant card. You can run this basically through public events. I mean, we always encourage players, new, old, experienced, doesn't matter what level you are, just to come and participate in, because we put on these events just for everyone to enjoy.
What would I have to do to win a Necros of Trishula?
What you would have to do is you'd have to go through several rounds of tough competition against, again, people of varying experience. And if you happen to win that tournament, you could be taking this home.
All right. And it's not the only giant card that we can win this weekend, right?
That's correct, yeah. You can see all the giant cards that we've got available on the website. It's updated with the schedule, so you can see
it's always different ones for every event as well.
That's correct, yeah.
So if you want to have one particular, you should show up at every event.
Oh, definitely. Always got a chance.
All right. There are some other cool events that we're having. Let's bring them. What do we have here, Adi?
Here we have a winner mat. It's an 8-player tournament that we run throughout the weekend. As soon as we've got enough players to get one of those started, we'll get those started. They'll happen all throughout Saturday and Sunday.
So you can win plenty of those?
You certainly could. And you can not restrict it to running just one. If you want to play multiple ones, you certainly can do.
All right. What else? We got another play mat here.
This is one of our regional game mats. You can play in regionals again throughout the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. It's a 16-player tournament, and the winner will get a qualification to the European Championships.
Right. You also mentioned something about the Ascension Sky Dragon.
I did. Players that play throughout the weekend, they get the opportunity to win one of the YCS prize cards.
Which is, I was about to say, you can only win that normally by winning the main event.
That's correct. But what you can also do, if you play in public events, you've got 2 different opportunities to win those. You get the public event playoff, which is basically a point system that you generate throughout playing in public events. So that's your winner mat, that's your regionals, that's your giant cards. But you can also have the opportunity to be one of the random playoff winners.
Okay.
And if you're lucky enough to be one of the 4 players to get in that, you could potentially win one of
the Ascension Sky Dragon.
One of these.
Wow. So you actually don't have to beat thousands sometimes, most of the time hundreds of players in the main event. You can also just be one of the lucky players that enroll in one of our public events, end up in the public events playoff, and then you only have to beat 2 guys, right?
Yep, 2 rounds.
2 rounds. That doesn't sound like a bad deal.
Sounds pretty good, right? Pretty good.
So as you can see, there's plenty to do at a YCS, even if you're not here for the main event. There's also the Dragon Duel event, right?
There is indeed, which we put on at each event. What you get opportunity for is, again, another way to qualify for the European Championships. The Dragon Duel for the European Championships.
This is for duelists aged 13 and younger.
13 and under, that's correct, yeah.
So if you're not sure if you can go up against the big guns, you can, if you're young enough, you can still play against players your age. Right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I hope you guys now know that it always pays out to make the trip to a beautiful city like Prague and either enroll in the main event, or even if things are not going your way, you can always win one of these beauties or play mats in the public events throughout the day.